Hello, Majid English 8 here. Thank you for watching my video clips, and I hope as you're watching the video clips, you're also developing your vocabulary reservoir and putting them into speaking scenarios with your buddies. So something practical that you could do in order to transfer what you already know in terms of vocabulary and grammar passively into your speaking, which is an active skill, is to speak with someone. So basically you need a partner to be speaking in English with and to be putting what you learn here into real situations of speaking. So find someone who watches the same video clips and then talk together. If you take it seriously, yeah, it will come into your speaking. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how many times you watch a movie or a listening clip, it's not going to come into your speaking. You need to speak for developing your speaking skill. Okay. Without further ado, let's keep going. Tactics for Listening, our lovely book for developing not only our listening skill, but also our vocabulary, our intonation, and hopefully our speaking. Unit 2 of Tactics for Listening. So nicely I enlarge this for those on their cell phones. Tactics for Listening, Unit 2 talks about describing people, and it corresponds somehow with Unit 3 of the Interchange. Unit 2, Unit 3, just the final part of that. Corresponds with the idea of describing people today we have. So today we talked about physical appearance. We talk about describing people. We will talk about listening for gist of the idea, which means the bulk of the idea, and listening for details. Okay, and that's it from here. No further explanation. And you know that our book is Tactics for Listening. Mine is 3rd edition, but you could use any other edition. That's not that big deal. Okay. I guess we went a little too far. Yeah, describing people. So, as you know, the first exercise in each unit is getting ready for you in order to kind of, again, enlarging it for you guys, to kind of get familiar with the vocabulary that you are going to hear in the unit. So, categorize these words and phrases into age, height, or her. Okay, let's do it together. Short, you know, it is height. Long. Long could only be used for her, not height. We don't say he is long, we say he is tall. In his 20s, something very beautiful. So it must be about age, but what does that mean, in his 20s? In his 20s means all the ages that come with a 20. So it can be 20, 21, 22, 23, and 29, all of which are starting with a 20. So in his 20s. Synonym to that, similar to that, could be in his 30s, when you don't want to exactly mention your age. So how old are you? I am in my 30s. And it could mean you are 30, 31, 35, 39, whatever. So in my 30s, in my 40s, whatever. And also it can be divided into in his early 20s. In his early 20s, which means, for example, between 20 to 23 or 4, something like that. And then in his late 20s, which means end of the 20s. For example, 27 to 29. In here, I say, for example, 20 to 23. I was in my early 20s when I got married, for example. In his 20s, about 22, of course, age, 19 years old. Light brown, opposite of dark brown. About 170 centimeters, clear, blonde hair. In her 30s, we talked about it. In her teens, a teenager is someone between the ages of 13 to 18, 19. So, in her teens, and that means, for example, she's between 13 to 19. Depending on the country, it might vary. Tall, not very tall, dark for her, and curly, opposite of straight. You know about that. We will have that later. Shoulder length. My hair was shoulder length some years back. Shoulder length. Almost 25 it is about. Age. So number one, listening one. Let's go. It says, so in each, let me tell you something. In each listening, we have a listening for gist, which means that we first listen to it non-stop without any pause for you to have a total understanding of the listening. We call it a gist of the topic. And after that, we will pause it for details. So here I play it non-stop, each part, for you to just understand what it is. Are people talking about age? Are people talking about height or her?
Unit 2. Describing people. Page 6. Track 7. Listening 1. 1.
So is your boss young?
He's in his 30s, I guess. About 35.
So, talking about age.
2.
It's pretty long.
What color is it?
It's light brown, and it's a little curly.
Talking about hair. So I could ask you why you say hair, and you say because I heard the words, for example, long. I heard the words, for example, curly, and these are the clues for concluding that it was her.
3.
He's really not very tall, about 5 feet 8 inches.
Oh, yeah. That's not so tall.
Talking about height. Very good. Please tell me which words help you understand it was height. Good. So tall, that's not so tall. 5 feet 3 inches or 8 inches, I forgot.
4.
He looks about 17.
No, he's older than that. He's almost 25.
No, I don't believe it. He doesn't look that old.
So 17, 25, he doesn't look that old. Age.
5.
She likes to wear it really short.
Yeah? And is it straight or curly?
Curly. Really curly. You can't miss her when you see her.
It was a bit harder, but the word curly could help you understand it is her.
6.
Is she short?
No, she's really tall, about 6 feet.
Very easy. Height.
7.
Is she in her teens or her 20s?
I think she's in her 20s. She's really nice. Do you want to meet her?
Yeah, sure.
In her 20s gives us the clue that it was age.
8.
It's not very long, but it is very straight. And sometimes it's green.
Green?
Yeah, he sings in a rock band, I think.
So, it's not very long, it's green, so it is her. Okay, very good. Let's listen a second time to it for details. Yeah, so we listened to it once and now the second time. Let's listen to it again. Unit 2, yeah.
Unit 2. Describing people. Page 6. Track 7. Listening 1. 1.
Listening for details.
So is your boss young?
So, Is your boss young? Very good. So, is your boss young? So, is your boss young? Here, maybe you understand something like j, because z and e give the sound of j. So, is your boss young? Listen.
He's in his
1,
So is your boss young?
I want you to repeat exactly what you hear. So, is your boss young? Is your boss young?
He's in his 30s, I guess.
Very good. We had it.
About 35.
2.
It's pretty long.
What color is it?
It's pretty long. What color is it? Please pause and repeat.
It's light brown, and it's a little curly.
It's light brown and it's a little curly. Very good. So, light brown, opposite of dark brown. For any color, you could imagine a light version, a dark version, okay? So, it's light brown, it's dark brown. And it's a little curly. Curly, opposite of straight. So your hair could be curly, kind of like my hair, and it could be straight, without any waves in it. Straight, curly.
3.
He's really not very tall.
I pause for you to repeat. He's really not very tall.
About 5 feet 8 inches.
About 5 feet 8 inches. So, you know that 1 foot equals 30 centimeters. And 1 inch equals kind of 2.54 centimeters. So you gotta calculate. And then, because it is, how many feet? 5 feet, I guess, yeah. So he said he's 5 feet and 8 inches. So you know that the plural of foot is feet, yeah? He's 5 feet 8 inches.
Oh, yeah. That's not so tall.
That's not so tall. Repeat with me. From now on, I pause and I repeat, so I encourage you to repeat. Good? We do it together.
4.
He looks about 17.
He looks about 17. He seems to be 17 years old.
No, he's older than that.
No, he's older than that.
He's almost 25.
He's almost 25.
No, I don't believe it.
No, I don't believe it.
He doesn't look that old.
He doesn't look that old. He doesn't look that old. He doesn't look that much old. Okay, so look here means seem. He doesn't seem to be that old. Okay.
5.
She likes to wear it really short.
She likes to wear it really short. So wear for your hair. She likes to wear it really short. What does that mean? She wants to keep her hair short. So wear here basically means keep. She likes to wear it short. She likes to wear he likes to wear his beard long. She likes to wear her hair long, short, keep it. Good?
Yeah? And is it straight or curly?
And is it straight or curly?
Curly. Really curly.
Curly. Really curly.
You can't miss her when you see her.
You can? You can't miss her when you see her. Number one, you can miss her. There's a lot of things to talk about here. You can miss her means you definitely will find her. You definitely recognize her. Why? Because her face stands out. Her appearance stands out. So you can miss her means certainly you will see her. Certainly you will recognize her. And it is not can't. We have talked about this final t. It's not that strongly pronounced, so that's why we say you can't miss her. It's not you can, it's you can. You can. It's got stress, so you know that it is can't. You can't miss her when you see her. Please repeat. You can't miss her when you see her. Yes? Okay, the next one.
6.
Is she short?
Is she short? But pronunciation-wise, if you listen carefully, she doesn't say, is she short? Listen.
6.
Is she short?
Is she short? Kind of. It is pronounced like this. She. Something like this. Is she? Is she? And then short? Is she short? Is she short? Listen. Please listen carefully and please pronounce after that.
6.
Is she short?
Is she short? Is she short? That's why you say, I don't know why when they're speaking I don't understand. Because you always think that it must be, is she short? But it is she short?
No, she's really tall.
No, she's really tall. She's really tall.
About 6 feet.
About 6 feet. So you know that if someone is 6 feet, that means multiply 6 by, so 6 times 30, and that gives you 180. So that is tall for a woman. That is tall. 6 feet means 180 centimeters.
7.
Is she in her teens or her 20s?
Is she in her teens or in her 20s? We had both of these. In her teens or in her 20s. And do you pay attention to the rising intonation? Is she in her teens or in her 20s? Listen, listen.
7.
Is she in her teens or her 20s?
Is she in her teens or in her 20s? If you want to speak better and more beautifully, so please pay attention to the intonation and the stress pattern as well. Is she in her teens or in her 20s?
I think she's in her 20s.
I think she's in her 20s. Falling intonation.
She's really nice.
She's really nice.
Do you want to meet her?
What was that? Do you want to meet her? Do you want to meet her? So basically, again, in terms of pronunciation, want to is pronounced wanna. Want to is pronounced wanna. Please don't say wanna to. Want and to together are pronounced wanna. Do you want to meet her? And again here, the final t, if it is unstressed, it's not that strongly pronounced. So, do you want to meet her? It's kind of, we hear this part like me. I don't have any word for that. Meter. Meter, something like this. It is kind of pronounced like this. Listen carefully. Do you want to meet her?
I think she's in her 20s. She's really nice. Do you want to meet her?
And she kind of pronounced, do you want to meet her? Do you want to meet her? So this H is not that strongly pronounced. So do you want to meet her? Do you want to meet her?
Yeah, sure.
Our beautiful word. Yeah, sure. So I got some comments in the previous video clip as for the pronunciation of sure. So some people left me some generous comments and they thanked me for talking about the pronunciation also, because usually this point is neglected or overlooked in languages, in English classes.
8.
It's not very long, but
It's not very long. You see, look at the pronunciation of this word. She doesn't say long. Listen.
8.
it's not very long, but
It's not very long. It's not very long. As the French students know, so nasal, what they say. The sound goes through your nasal cavity and making it long.
it is very straight.
But it is very straight.
And sometimes it's green.
And sometimes it's green.
Green?
Yeah, he sings in a rock band, I think.
He sings in a rock band, I think. He sings in a rock band, I think. He sings in a rock band, I think. He sings in a rock band, I think. Yes, okay. So very beautifully here we got some words about age, height, and hair. Good. So let's keep going. Listening to. People are describing other people. Okay? What do they look like? Are they talking about picture A or picture B? Listen for just selecting the picture. Which picture is it? Okay?
Page 7. Track 8. Listening to. 1.
What does your girlfriend look like, Tony?
Ella? Oh, she's tall. And she has long, dark brown hair.
So, based on the long dark brown hair, it must be picture A. Okay? Picture 2. Okay.
2.
Tell me about your boyfriend, Anne. Well, his name's Daniel. He's 17. Let me see. Well, he has curly blonde hair. He's not very tall, about average, but he's really good looking.
So this good-looking boy who has taken the heart of this lady, yeah, and based on the curly hair, it must be A, right? Yeah, but he's really good-looking. Okay, good for you two guys. Number 3, please. A or B?
3.
So, Matt, what's the new girl in class look like?
She's pretty tall, about 170 centimeters. She wears glasses and has short curly hair. I think she's about 20.
What's her name?
I can't remember. Anne, I think?
So basically these two pictures, A and B, are very similar to each other. The only difference is that she's got short hair, she's got long hair. And because he said short, it is A. And next one.
4.
So tell me about your cousin, Paul.
Well, she's very pretty.
Really? Is she blonde?
No, she has dark brown hair. Everybody likes her. She's an actress.
Really? I'd like to meet her.
Really? I'd like to meet her. So that was A because of the dark hair. That one was blonde. I'd like to meet her. Good for you. Who doesn't? A second time, listening for details. Okay, let's go for that. Yes. So if sometimes you see there are some problems and it kind of pauses and goes, it's because of my screen recording program, which has some issues, and I am negotiating with the company. So sorry about that. Task 2, listen again, and are these statements true or false? It shouldn't prove that hard to you, I know.
Page 7. Track 8. Listening to. 1.
So I bring the pictures for you so you have some imagination of the person in your mind.
What does your girlfriend look like, Tony?
What does your girlfriend look like, Tony? Look like. What does your girlfriend look like, Tony? Please repeat like what she said, what he said. What does your girlfriend look like, Tony? One more time. Please repeat.
1.
What does your girlfriend look like, Tony?
What does your girlfriend look like, Tony?
Ella? Oh, she's tall.
She's tall.
And she has long, dark brown hair.
And she has long, dark brown hair. Long, dark brown hair. Long, dark brown hair. That's how you repeat. Please don't say, and she has long, dark brown hair. Oh, I repeated with that. I don't know why my speaking doesn't change. You should say, she has long, dark brown hair. How many times? 75 times.
2.
Tell me about your boyfriend, Anne.
Tell me about your boyfriend, Anne.
Well, his name's Daniel.
His name's Daniel. His name's apostrophe is Daniel. Listen.
Tell me about your boyfriend, Anne. Well, his name's Daniel.
His name's Daniel. His name's Daniel.
He's 17. Let me see.
Oh, let me see. The time that she's thinking. Oh, let me see. Let me see. So, you may use it. It's beautiful. Time that your ideas do not flow smoothly and you're thinking to muster some ideas or vocabulary, you say, let me see. It's better than a pause, especially if you are doing the speaking section of your IELTS. You can say, oh, let me see.
Well, he has curly blonde hair.
He has curly blonde hair.
He's not very tall.
He's not very tall.
About average. But he's really good looking.
But he's really good looking. Good looking. In Interchange Unit 3, end of the unit, I have taught you good looking, pretty, and handsome. Okay, in case you need repetition or practice, go and watch the speaking playlist, clip 3, Interchange Unit 3. Okay, good looking.
3.
So, Matt, what's the new girl in class look like?
So, Matt, what's the girl in sorry.
So, Matt, what's the new girl in class look like?
What's the new girl in class look like? I was thinking about the new class. What does that mean? What's the new girl in class look like? So, you know that this apostrophe here, it's kind of apostrophe. It's what does the new girl in class look like? What does the new girl in class look like? See?
So, Matt, what's the new girl in class look like?
What's the new girl in class look like? It is what does the new girl in class look like?
She's pretty tall.
She's pretty tall.
About 170 centimeters.
Mm-hmm.
She wears glasses.
She wears glasses. So we memorize that. For glasses, we say wear. She wears glasses. Instead of glasses, you could say she wears a ring. She wears a ring. She wears perfume every day. So, have it in your mind. For these things, we say wear.
And has short curly hair.
Has short curly hair.
I think she's about 20.
I think she's about 20.
What's her name?
What's her name? Please repeat with me.
I can't remember. Anne, I think.
I can't remember. Anne, I think. Good.
4. So tell me about your cousin, Paul.
So, tell me about your cousin, Paul. Tell me about your cousin, Paul. Sorry. So, tell me about your cousin, Paul. Paul is the name of the boy. Tell me about your cousin.
Well, she's very pretty.
She's very good.
Really? Is she blonde?
Is she blonde?
No, she has dark brown hair. Everybody likes her.
Everybody likes her.
She's an actress.
She's an actress. See? She's an actress. You see? It doesn't say she is an actress. So these two words kind of assimilate together and making it she's an actress. She's an actress.
Really? I'd like to meet her.
I'd like to meet her. I'd like to meet her. Yeah? Okay, very nicely. So we talked about this part as well. Okay, let's go to clip 3. Okay, listening part 3. And parents are looking for their children in a department store. Looks like some parents have been shopping and they have lost their kids. Each one of them. And now, how old are their children? Okay, listen please.
Page 8.
The first time we are listening for a total understanding. So that's why the question is easy for you. Just you're looking for a number.
Track 9. Listening 3. 1.
Excuse me, I've lost my little boy. We were looking at microwaves and he was bored and...
Calm down, sir. Can you describe him?
Yes, he's 9, really cute.
And what color is his hair?
Dark brown.
Okay, let's see where he is. Just sit down and relax.
So a long conversation, but you understood that the boy lost is 9 years old.
2.
It's my son. We were looking for some pants for my husband. Now I can't find him.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll find him. How old is he?
He's 11.
I see. And what color is his hair?
It's light brown.
Don't worry. We'll find him for you.
How old? 11 years old. Very good.
3.
Excuse me, I can't find my daughter. I was buying these clothes at the register and she was right behind me. And now she's gone.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find her. So, how old is she?
She's 10.
Okay. And what color is her hair?
It's blonde and kind of long and straight.
Good. So she's 10. Very good.
4.
My daughter was here a minute ago, and now I can't find her.
She's probably in the toy section. Can you describe her?
Yes, she's 12 years old.
And what color hair does she have?
Brown, and it's very curly.
All right. Let's go to the toy section and see if she's there.
Okay, so 12 years old, probably in toy section.
5.
Has anyone seen a young kid?
How old, sir?
He's 10. He's always getting lost. Drives me crazy.
Where did you last see him?
Over by the video equipment.
What color is his hair?
Blonde and pretty long. Too long.
So this dad was basically crazy with his child who always gets lost and drives him crazy. Yeah, I honestly forgot how old the boy was.
6.
Excuse me, I've lost my daughter.
Is she around 13, about average height, with red hair?
Why, yes.
She's looking for you. Over there in the shoe department.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, and again the same story got repeated for me. So you see that the first time you listen to a listening track, kind of your mind gets activated on what it was, and then on the second attempt, on this third attempt, or the final one, you can better understand. And there are some parts in each listening that you cannot understand unless you go and look at the script. So get on with it. Get on with it. Some people have some strong accents, making it difficult for you to realize what they are talking about. Okay, so let's go for the second part of this listening and listen to that for details. Yes. Interestingly enough, it says which child is okay. It says just find the picture, which one the child is. Okay, no problem. I will play that for you, and we pause talking about it sentence
Page
by
8.
sentence.
Track 9. Listening 3. 1.
Excuse me, I've lost my little boy.
Please, I pause. I repeat, you please do. Okay? Let's do it together.
1. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I've lost my little boy.
I've lost my little boy. I've lost my little boy. I've lost my little boy. Later we will talk about have PP. I've lost my little boy. I can translate that into Persian for Persian speakers to kind of better understand it. I've lost my little boy. بچه‌مو گم کردم. گم کرده ام. پسرم البته. Okay.
We were looking at microwaves and...
We were looking at microwaves. Look at. So the preposition for look is at. One tricky part of language learning is prepositions. That is the area that you can only memorize and no other way. So look at.
He was bored and...
So they are basically at microwaves, and that is not something a boy might like. So he was bored. How do you spell bored? Bored. It is something like boring, which you know about. Boring, usually objects and things are boring, and usually people get bored or are bored. We have one unit in Interchange talking about the differences between ing adjectives and ed adjectives. We will talk about that later. But for the time being, this activity was boring. The boy was bored. Okay?
And...
Calm down, sir.
Calm down, sir. Calm down, sir. So, I omit the final part. Calm down or relax. Relax. Or as some people cannot pronounce it, they say Lyrax, like the chewing gum brand that you know. So, calm down, sir. Relax.
Can you describe him?
Can you describe him? Can you describe him?
Yes, he's 9, really cute.
He's 9, really cute. We have talked about the word cute, which is used for describing people. And again, because it has a very nice translation into Persian. I should talk about that for Persian speakers. So he's really cute. عجب بچه گوگلی مگولیه، خیلی دوست بداریه، تو دلبروه، something like that. Or if you have any translation better than what came to my mind, please leave in the comments, okay?
And what color is his hair?
And what color is his hair? What color is his hair? So, honestly, I am writing all these words and sentences for you. Please transfer them into your vocabulary notebook.
Dark brown.
Okay, let's see where he is.
Let's see where he is. Let's see where he is.
Just sit down and relax.
Just sit down and relax, okay?
2.
It's my son. We were looking for some pants for my husband.
We were looking for some pants for my husband. We have talked about pants and jeans and things, clothing item in Interchange Unit 4. Yeah, you can go to playlist speaking and Interchange Unit 4 to talk about clothes.
Now I can't find him.
Now I can't find him.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll find him.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll find him.
How old is he?
He's 11.
I see.
I see. So, I see basically means it's the end of the sentence. It's not I see you or I see something. I see means I understand. Understand. Sorry. I understand.
And what color is his hair?
What color is his hair?
It's light brown.
It's light brown.
Don't worry. We'll find him for you.
Don't worry. We'll find him for you. Okay, very good. The next one.
3.
Excuse me, I can't find my daughter.
Excuse me, I can't find my daughter. So try to pronounce I can't like this. Don't pronounce it that strongly with t. I can't find my daughter. You see? Everything is given to you. I am writing it for you. I am pronouncing it along with you. So you please pronounce it with me. I can't find my daughter.
I was buying these clothes at the register.
I was buying these clothes at the register. So 2 words here worthy of mentioning. I was buying these clothes. It's difficult to pronounce clothes. Don't kill yourself and don't splash things on the person talking to you. So, clothes, clothes. Let's go to Longman Dictionary, our final source of arbitration here. Longman Dictionary of Contemporary English. Contemporary means recent and modern words of the language. CLOTETHES, and it pronounces it for us nice and clean.
Close.
Close. It's like close. Close the door. Open the door. Close the door. So you don't need to move heaven and earth saying clothes, as they don't do it this way. See?
Close.
Close.
Clothes.
Close. A little British is going towards the and coming back, but the American
Close.
Close. A clothes shop.
A clothes shop.
He was still in his work clothes.
In his work clothes. So we have a beautiful collocation here. Work clothes. Work clothes are the clothes that you wear to work. So what I want to draw your attention to is listen attentively and listen carefully and repeat.
And she was right behind me.
Sorry, one word we forgot to talk about. She said I was at the register. Register, not register. I was at the register. I was at the register. Let's go to Mr. Google and see what a shop register is. Google image, please. So I was at the register, I was at the counter, I was at the cash stand, I was, see, cash register. I was about to pay and leave the shop, for example. I was at the register, I was buying these pants for my husband, or I was looking at clothes. Let's listen to it one more time.
3.
Excuse me, I can't find my daughter. I was buying these clothes at the register, and she was right behind me.
And she was right behind me. She was right behind me. She was right behind me. See? Again, look at the final unstressed. She was right behind me. Right behind me. Listen.
Find my daughter. I was buying these clothes at the register, and she was right behind me.
She was right behind me. She was right behind me.
And now she's gone.
And now she's gone. She's gone. She's lost. She's gone. She's lost.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find her.
I'm sure we'll find her. I'm sure we'll find her.
So, how old is she?
She's 10.
Okay. And what color is her hair?
What color is his hair? What color is her hair?
It's blonde and kind of long.
Kind of long. Not 100% you could say it's long. Kind of long. So kind of means sort of. Oh, you're an artist. Kind of. Don't want to talk about yourself. You don't want to brag about your skills. And you say, kind of. Sort of. Yeah. I guess.
And straight.
So kind of long and straight, okay? Kind of long and straight, okay? This was a very beautiful part with lots of words in it, okay? The next one, please.
4. My daughter was here a minute ago.
My daughter was here a minute ago.
And now I can't find her.
And now I can't find her.
She's probably in the toy section.
She's probably in the toy section. She's probably... She's probably in the toy section. Because it's a child, she says she's probably in the toy section. Oh God, please pronounce this word correctly. It is pra, not pro, probably. Some students resist against learning. So you keep saying probably, and then they go, probably, I think she's in the toy section. If you want to master this language, pronounce the words correctly for God's sake. It is probably. Why do you keep saying probably? Probably is just for your high school. It's here. You're learning it at the international level, my friend. So it is probably, not probably. Say no to any wrong pronunciation. Probably.
Can you describe her?
Yes, she's 12 years old.
Can you describe her? Can you describe her?
And what color hair does she have?
We had one question here. What color is his hair? What color is her hair? Now she says, what color hair does she have? What color hair does she have? What color hair does she have? And she doesn't say does she have. Does she? Does she? I hope I can pronounce it. Does she? Something like this. Does she? And you see that sh is kind of stressed with some tashdid in it. Does she? What kind of hair does she have? What kind of hair does she have?
Brown. She's 12 years old.
And what color hair does she have?
And what color hair does she have? And one tip. If a sentence is long, break it into parts and then pronounce. What color hair does she have? What color hair does she have? And then string it together. What color hair does she have?
Brown, and it's very curly.
Brown, and it's very curly.
All right. Let's go to the toy section and see if she's there.
Let's go to the toy section and see if she's there. And see if she's there. If she's there. Whether she's there or not. And see if she's there. Okay?
Five.
Yes.
Has anyone seen a young kid?
Has anyone seen a young kid? Beautiful. The dad is angry. Has anyone seen a young kid? Has anyone seen a young kid? Has anyone seen a young kid? Listen and pronounce, please. Repeat.
How old?
5.
Has anyone seen a young kid?
Has anyone seen a young kid? And if Iranian speakers want to translate it into Persian, they would say, has anyone seen a young kid? Good. کسی یه بچه کوچولو ندیده؟ The guy is angry and mad.
How old, sir?
How old, sir?
He's 10. He's always getting lost.
He's always getting lost. He's always getting lost. So, lost. I know we haven't studied this PP part of the verbs, but you know that it is lose, lost, and lost. Okay? Lose, lost, lost. This is the base form of the verb. This is the past tense. For example, I lost my keys last night. And this is the PP, which comes with have and has, or in passive voice. Here it is a passive voice. The passive voice means it doesn't have a subject. We are focusing on the object. We will talk about it later in Interchange Blue. But for the time being, he's always getting lost because this boy is the object of getting lost and not the subject. The sentence is passive. If you don't follow what I'm saying here, it's because we haven't covered it. Don't worry about it. For those guys who know about it, I am repeating. Get lost means he is lost. Yeah? So the boy is the object of that action. Getting lost. He's always getting lost. And a word on the pronunciation of this, it's not always. It's kind of oh. He's always getting lost. What does the arbitrator say here? See, the phonetic says oh, oh. And here we have but it's not always.
Always.
Always. Always. And the British?
Always.
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 Always. Always. He's always getting lost. He's always getting lost. Now you can generalize this sentence to yourself. For example, say, when I was in my first grade of elementary school, I got lost. And this way you are internalizing this grammar and this structure and linking it with your personal experience, making the retention or the remembering of this word and phrase better. Okay, so he was always getting lost.
Drives me crazy.
Sir?
He's 10. He's always getting lost. Drives me crazy.
Drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. Idiom. Drives me crazy means makes me very angry. Makes me very angry, drives me up the wall. Drives me very crazy. Craves me very drivey.
Where did you last see him?
Where did you last see him? This part is packed with lots of things. Where? So basically she says, where did you see him? Now, where did you last see him? Where did you last see him? Where did you first see him? Beautiful. Where did you last see him? Where did you first see him?
Over by the video equipment.
Over by the video equipment.
What color is his hair?
Blonde and pretty long. Too long.
Blonde and pretty long. Too long? Okay. So because this part had a lot of things in it, not a bad idea to repeat it one more time.
5. Has anyone seen a young kid?
Has anyone seen a young kid?
How old, sir?
He's 10. He's always getting lost. Drives me crazy.
Drives me crazy.
Where did you last see him?
Over by the video equipment.
What color is his hair?
Blonde and pretty long. Too long.
So, if you want to personalize these words and internalize the meaning into your, link them with your personal experience, please make senses with these. Even you can drop them in the comments of this video, and other guys could come and give comments or share their experiences on your sentence. So, for example, where did you first meet your wife? Where did you first meet your friend? Where did you first see each other? This is a common question when you see a couple. Oh, by the way, where did you first see each other? For example, in that pizza shop.
6.
Number 6.
Excuse me, I've lost my daughter.
I've lost my... Let me give you some words of assurance. You see, little by little, things get repeated. See?
6.
Excuse me, I've lost my daughter.
You see, what I want to tell you is that, don't worry. If you're patient for some sessions, these words and structures get repeated.
Is she around 13, about average height, with red hair? Is she around 13?
Is she around 13?
About average height?
About average height.
With red hair?
With red hair. So, average height. Is your sister tall? No, she is of average height. She's of average height. Memorize. She's of average height.
Why, yes.
She's looking for you.
She is looking for you. We have had look for. Look for, search.
Over there in the shoe department.
Over there. Over here. Over there. Beautiful pantomime from my side. Don't take it hard on me. I haven't taken any drama courses, so I don't know how I should pantomime over there. Over there. Over here. I guess it was good.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Okay, so finished. So thank you very much, my friends, to be with me on this journey of improving our listening, vocabulary building, and hopefully transferring into our speaking. So today we talked about Unit 2 of Tactics for Listening. It was about describing people. We talked about physical appearance in terms of height, hair, and age, which manifests itself mostly in your face. We described people, we listened for gist of the idea. One time we listened non-stop, and then we listened for details. And we said that Unit 3 of Interchange, and especially the end of that, describing people talks about the idea of this unit. We talked about words and phrases for age in his 20s, in his early 20s, in his late 20s. Teens we talked about, so about the assimilation. Is your boss young? Is your boss young? Light brown, dark brown we talked about. Curly and straight we said that each foot is 30 centimeters and each inch is 2.54 centimeters. And we said that 1 foot, plural for that, feet, so 5 feet. He looks about 17. He seems to be 17. Where we talked about, where, let's go to our Longman. I like to see what Longman says about this, and not for your clothes, about the second meaning. Where, to have your hair or beard in a particular style. She wore her hair loose.
She wore her hair loose.
She didn't tie it. She wore it loose on her shoulder, for example. Okay? Beautiful. You can't miss her. We talked about it, and then surely you will see her because her appearance stands out, is very obvious, draws attention. Is she short? Is she short? We talked about. So you need some calculators at hand when you want to talk about appearance and how tall people are. Do you want to meet her? Do you want to meet her? Wanna? We talked about the beautiful pronunciation. You please pronounce. Good, thank you. He sings in a rock band, I think. We talked about it. Girlfriend. His name's Daniel. Let me see. We talked about it. And then here we talked about the girl. Wear for clothes, for glasses, for ring, for perfume. Cousin, you know. Basically everyone around you, the girl or the boy of your aunt or uncle, from father's side, from mother's side. All of them are called cousin. We will talk about them in Interchange. Is an actress. I've lost, present perfect, we talked about it. Looking at. Bored and boring, we talked about. Calm down and relax. Yeah, describe. Cute for little kids. Pants we talked about. I see, which means I understand. The pronunciation of this word we talked about. Register or the till or the cash register. She was right behind me. She was exactly behind me. So right here means she was exactly behind me. She's gone. She's lost. Kind of. Sort of. Kind of means sort of. The beautiful pronunciation. You please pronounce. Probably. What color is his hair, or what color hair does she have? What color hair does she have? So because it is she, I change it into her. And see if, whether, که آیا اونجاست. Has anyone seen a young kid, the angry dad? Get lost, we talked about it. He always gets lost. Drives me crazy, makes me really mad. Where did you first see him? Where did you last see him? And average height. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So basically today we talked about describing people. I am happy to have spent this time with you, my friends. One more time, I know that most of you have subscribed to this channel. It won't hurt and it's not that big deal. So thank you for subscribing. Please do that. And I know you don't want to miss the following video clips coming up, because if they get built up on each other, maybe you don't have the time to watch them. And hit the notification bell whenever a new clip comes up. You understand about it, and you will put quality time for it. Okay? One more time, please, if you find my videos interesting, please share it with your friends. please leave your comments, and in the comment section I would like to hear about your feeling about my way of teaching, or if you have some comments, for example, add it to the part, or this part was not interesting, change it, or whatever comment you have, please leave it. This channel is not just thriving on my effort to produce video clips. It's an interaction, or it's a two-way. So I want to put up clips. I want you to give me comments on them. And I appreciate you putting time on watching the videos and leaving your comments. Okay? Thank you very much. Please watch out and see when the following video clip comes up. Watch the clip, pause, repeat, and speak with that. This way you will improve your speaking. Have a good day, my friends, wherever on this globe you are. Adios for today.